After 26 years, Jokes Are Wild is still Delaware's premier costume store, and it's open year-round. So this Halloween, don't go to one of those impersonal cookie-cutter seasonal outlets. Let the experts at Jokes Are Wild help you. Plus sizes, kids, adults, and even licensed specialty costumes, Jokes Are Wild is your one-stop shop for decorations, costumes, accessories, and even a Hollywood-style makeup center. That's Route 13 and the 40 split, the only address you need this Halloween. Jokes Are Wild.
Why buy from Kia of Wilmington? Take advantage of both the highest-ranked quality Kia vehicles and amazing savings in-store and online at KiaofWilmington.com. Plus, save $3,000 on a new 2016 Kia Optima. Or save $3,000 on a new 2016 Kia Forte during Kia's 2016 model year-end clearance sale. Visit KiaofWilmington.com or stop by today. Just off Exit 7 I-95 Wilmington, convenient to Newark and Pennsylvania.
Game Changers, located on Route 40 in Newark in Elizabeth Plaza, is one of the only crab houses in the area. Now with a brand new patio for outside dining for many seafood dishes, featuring the best crab cakes in town, to shrimp, clams, oysters, crabs, you name it. Happy hours from 11 to 6 with a $5 menu. And you can get $1 colossal shrimp, $1 fried oysters, and all-you-can-eat crabs all day, every day. Plus, Bud and Corona Lake draft specials all day long. Game Changers, come down and see us.
Welcome to SportsFanz from Game Changers right here on Route 40. We're going to be coming to you every Tuesday night right here live, so you can come down here and join us. We get started around 6:30. We're going to talk sports in general, not just NFL, not just football, but sports. When I say that, we got wrestling. We're going to discuss a little bit of this happening over the University of Delaware right now. Okay. Some controversy going on. Over here on my right, I got Price. How are you tonight?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Yeah, we're doing good. Over here on my left, I've got my good friend Dorian over here with the computer.
Detroit City.
Detroit. He's got the Detroit and all that going on. But we got special guests in the house, too. We're going to be talking with the high school coach from Tatnall High School. Is that correct?
Yeah, and his coaching staff.
And his coaching staff. We're going to be bringing them up, chit-chatting with them a little bit. We're going to do this every Tuesday night right here. We want you to join us. And, of course, we're going to try to talk to some of the fans out there as well as we get going each and every week right here. Let's get it started by talking a little bit about the NFL. We're in the 4th week of the NFL because I want to catch the TV people up because we're going to be running like a week behind.
Okay.
So they're going to think we're kind of stupid talking about last week when it's already happened. But this is what we're going to be doing each and every week until we catch things up and get live. And once we go on live, then we're going to be all right there. But let's talk a little bit about last week. Eagles had a bye week, so we don't even have to talk to Eagles then, right?
Yeah,
we can talk a little bit. I am surprised for all you Eagle fans out there. This is coming from a Cowboy guy. I am totally surprised at where you guys are right now. I think you found a franchise quarterback. I couldn't believe the bummer trade that you made with Bradford when you sent him off, just like a lot of Eagle fans couldn't believe it when it happened. But to get this guy, I mean, you know.
Solid. It's solid. It's a solid pickup. I mean, I didn't realize Wentz was going to be so good so early and so soon.
Right.
Solid guy. Guy has skills. And I'm not an Eagles fan, but I can't hate on the guy. The guy's solid. The guy can play.
What amazes me right now is the Eagle defense. The Eagle defense is playing some ball. They're balling out there, and they're shutting people down. When they took Pittsburgh last week and did to them what they did to them, I mean, that was quite embarrassing to Pittsburgh, and they came back this week and proved how embarrassing it was to them.
And see, that's why I'm on the show. I'm here to bring the truth. Okay. The truth is, don't worry about 3 games. Okay. The truth is the Eagles team will win about 6 games the whole season. This is fool's gold. This is fool's gold. So that's a bold prediction. Don't believe this. At the end of the season, you'll see 6 wins. That's a bold prediction coming from a Cowboys fan, right?
Oh yeah.
Bold prediction.
Now the truth comes. Now the truth comes out. Yeah. We got some Eagle fans in the house. I think the Eagles were. Well, right now they're playing ball. They're looking good. But we had some exciting games this past weekend. We want to chit-chat a little bit about. But last night, Monday Night Football, I think the team to beat in the NFC this year is going to be the Minnesota Vikings. I mean, they picked up Bradford from the Eagles on that trade, and that kind of sealed them up to what they were missing. I mean, they're there.
Very solid defensively. As a matter of fact, Minnesota has the toughest defense I've seen in a long time. And last year, Denver had the #1 defense. I think this year, Minnesota by far is probably the team to beat out of the NFC because of that defense. Pretty solid. All you have to do as a quarterback in that offense is not turn the ball over, and I think that team can be successful.
Yeah, and we had some exciting games. When you're talking about that, the New York Giants. I like staying within the NFC East because that's where we're at, is in the NFC East with the Eagles, the Cowboys, Giants, and what's that other team, Washington?
Oh yeah, Washington. Washington.
Are they still playing?
You got to give them some play, Washington. I think Washington is going through a weird phase right now. I think this time, kind of a rebuilding thing with Washington. I don't know if they consider themselves rebuilding, but I think they need to.
They're kind of like when the St. Louis Cardinals used to be in our division. Remember that? That's kind of what I pick the Redskins right now. But the Giants come off to a good start to begin with. I mean, the Giants really came out to a good start to begin with, and
the Giants are solid. They're a solid team. They always the Giants is that sneaky team. They win 8 games. They get a little bit more games than that. They sneak into the postseason, and then then maybe they win something.
Yeah, well, they're telling me to squat down. Is that no? Oh, I've got
Yeah, forgive me.
Oh, am I doing this? Well, that's what I like doing. I'm part Italian here. So what can I say? But I'm used to doing this from radio.
Okay,
days,
I got you. Yeah, you got a face for radio.
Yeah, I do. I really appreciate that.
No, you have to. Don't worry about it.
He used that. I used that on him.
I beat you to it. You said it earlier. I beat you to it.
Anybody talk about your hat today or anything?
You don't know what Jordan giving me for this. You have no idea.
Yeah, but I'm excited because it is football season. That's when I enjoy it the most. We've talked to Eagles. We talked a little bit about Giants. Let's stay with the Giants just because with Dave's in the house, big Giants fans, and one of the guys from Tatnall, I believe, is one of the Giants fans as well.
One of the coaches.
Giant fans.
I think it's the OC over there, the offensive coordinator. I think he's a big time Giants fan.
Okay, and now we got to turn our attention to Price's team over here, and I got to give them credit. I mean, Dak Prescott came into the league as a rookie, and I put him right there at Wentz. I mean, got him in the 5th round. He stepped in and filled in. Romo went down. They lost their backup quarterback, and this kid stepped in, and he's showing a lot of poise.
Now we get a chance to talk about a real football team. Now the intelligent people come and watch this show. The Dallas Cowboys will win the Super Bowl this year. Mark my words. Write it down. Write it down.
Come on.
And listen.
Come on.
When we win the Super Bowl, replay this and say you heard it here first. Right here on SportsFanz. Right here at Game Changers. The Dallas Cowboys will win the Super Bowl.
I don't think we're going to hear anything about any other team as long as he's sitting over here. But But they,
I tell you what. I tell you the quarterback. Sorry, the quarterback that they got is solid. Now, my question is, when Romo comes back, is who's going to be the starter?
Romo will take back his starting quarterback spot, lead the Cowboys to the Super Bowl. Next year, Cowboys trading, get 2 #1 picks for him, and win the next 5 out of 6 Super Bowls. If you're not a Cowboy fan now, you will be.
Oh man,
are you all right? He's a diehard. I'm telling you that.
Help you.
But let's talk if we could, because let's stay with the Cowboys just for a minute, and because they not only do they have a solid backup quarterback now, but they've got probably the best running back in the NFL. He's doing extremely well, leading the NFL right now in rushing, and Ezekiel is the real deal.
So he runs behind that big offensive line. And that offensive line is solid. And I mean,
first of all, you're a street line fan, so you don't need to talk about my Cowboys.
Hey, look.
The Cowboys have the best offensive line, the best running back, the best future quarterback.
You say that.
You can mark it down right now. The Dallas Cowboys.
You say that every year.
Listen, we don't need to hear from Lion fans about football.
Sports fan.
He's gonna start
talk about baseball.
Hey, a delusional sports fan. Talk about baseball. Every year you say the same thing over and over.
This is football.
Well, let's say this. This is where I'm going to come in with the NFC East, okay? The Eagles, I think, have the best defense, and defense wins Super Bowls. And I'm a Cowboy fan. You know that. And right now,
the Eagles' defense is going to be one of the worst defenses in football. They have no quarterback. Their quarterbacks are the worst. Sooner or later, somebody's going to get hurt off their defensive line. Let me tell you something. This is one of the worst teams in football, the Philadelphia Eagles. Trust me when I tell you. You'll see. Give it a couple weeks. Keep coming back here every Tuesday, and you'll see.
You're going to get a lot of people coming down here on Tuesday. A lot of Eagle fans going to join us for you.
We got security coming next week, so we'll be okay.
Yeah. Well, let's talk a little bit about the rest of the NFL if we can real quick.
I can go through the scores real quick if you want.
Let's talk about the Giants, because I love Giant fans. Listen, them lucky seasons you have are over. No more throwing the ball up in the air and the ball gets stuck in the helmet. You will not win any more Super Bowls, okay? It's over, Giant fans. Hey, and let me discuss the Washington Redskins.
Talk about the Redskins.
Now.
Talk about the
Can
Redskins.
somebody tell me, how does the Redskins each and every year, people talk about, what you talk about them for? They're no good. They have never been any good. It's all the Dallas Cowboys.
I feel like I'm sitting next to Michael Irvin for some reason. He's coming across nothing but cowboy. And I'm a Cowboy fan. You know that. But let's talk about, if we can, because we had some other.
We had some good games.
Yeah.
We had Miami over. Miami lost to Cincinnati. That was a rump, 22-7.
Cincinnati, one of the best teams in the league.
Cincinnati, one of the best teams in the league.
Jacksonville 30. Indianapolis 27.
Two bad teams.
Yeah.
Hey, what about Julio Jones? 48,
Atlanta's looking great.
Hey, let me tell you, think Julio the best wide receiver in the game right now?
I would put him there.
Detroit Lions fan talking again.
Okay, here we go.
The best wide receiver in the NFL. Dez Bryant.
Come on,
hands down, no question.
Dez Bryant.
That's all he's going to talk. Dave, you're going to get up here and say something about the Giants to him or something. I'm telling you, he's going to nothing but cowboy. We left the Cowboys here. We're out of the NFC East, so
Yeah. So you're right. I heard one of the fans get it right. The Cowgirls. Okay. So then we have and this hurts me because I am a Detroiter and Detroit just can't get it together. Matthew Stafford.
They remind me of the Eagles a lot.
Yeah. We were 17. They lost that game. We had one kickoff return for a touchdown. Something's gonna have to change in Detroit. Hey, and I think. And I'll be the first to say this, and I don't care who I think, and I don't care what they say about it, that the NFL does not like the Detroit Lions.
No one likes the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions fans don't like the Detroit Lions.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Minnesota.
How about this? LA Lions, how'd that sound?
They don't like
you heard it first.
I can even think about the phantom call against Green Bay last year, the phantom call where Aaron Rodgers threw that 90-yard pass or whatever it was, right? They called pass interference, I don't know, back into the Calvin Johnson rule. The Detroit Lions had never got a fair break in the NFL, and hey, I'm telling you, I believe it. I believe something's going on.
Let me
I don't want to go all the way out there and say something's fixed, but when I see the line in Vegas, guess what? It's real close.
Yeah, well, let me say this. Over here to my left, Dorian is a Detroit Lion fan, so
he's the only Detroit Lion fan.
That's all right.
Yeah,
I'm not going to sell out. Hey, I'm from Detroit. Now, you got to be, these guys, I understand the Eagle fans, you know why? Because they're from this area. But these Dallas Cowboy fans, they don't even live in the area.
I'm from Dallas. I'm from Dallas.
I don't understand it. Make me understand it.
Allow me to explain something.
Go ahead, explain it to me.
The Dallas Cowboys, America's team.
Okay.
I'm American.
Okay,
that's where I'm from.
Okay,
you got
Dallas Cowboys, America's team.
You got your birth certificate?
Yeah, I have my birth certificate.
We might have to ask you for a birth certificate.
We got Buffalo 16-0 over New England. Now that's New England's first loss without their starting quarterback.
And Brady's back this week.
And Brady's coming back, so that should be pretty solid.
Yeah, well, we're going to take a quick break. I want to remind everybody that we're being brought to you by, the Delaware Auto Group. And when I say Delaware Auto Group, we're going to talk about the Kia, the Delaware Cadillac, Subaru. They got it all.
They got it all, man. Hey, I tell you what, you want to go down there. When you go down to Delaware Auto Team, you want to see April over at Subaru. Man, they solid. They real solid. They give you, they treat you well. They treat you right. I think it's the #1 service department in the Tri-State. So pretty solid things they're doing down there. So we're excited about that.
And we want to thank them for stepping up to the plate and being our main sponsor, along with Game Changers. And we're going to be live from Game Changers every Tuesday night. Right now, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit of getting out of the NFL a little bit and talk a little bit about some other things. We might hit on a little bit more other than the Cowboys when we come back. So stay with us. Be right back right after this.
SportsFanz.
Why buy from Kia of Wilmington? Take advantage of both the highest ranked quality Kia vehicles and amazing savings in-store and online at kiaofwilmington.com. Plus, save $3,000 on a new 2016 Kia Optima. Or save $3,000 on a new 2016 Kia Forte during Kia's 2016 model year-end clearance sale. Visit kiaofwilmington.com or stop by today. Just off Exit 7 I-95 Wilmington, convenient to Newark and Pennsylvania.
Game Changers, located on Route 40 in Newark and Elizabeth Plaza, is one of the only crab houses in the area. Now with a brand new patio for outside dining for many seafood dishes, featuring the best crab cakes in town, to shrimp, clams, oysters, crabs, you name it. Happy hours from 11 to 6 with a $5 menu. And you can get $1 colossal shrimp, $1 fried oysters, and all-you-can-eat crabs all day, every day. Plus, Bud and Corona Lake draft specials all day long. Game Changers. Come down and see us.
Oh, yeah. Right. You were supposed to cue me up.
SportsFanz! Here we go.
SportsFanz! That's it, right back here.
SportsFanz!
We want you to join us right here at Game Changers on Tuesdays. We start at 6:30. We're going to take it for an hour every Tuesday right here at Game Changers, located on Route 4. If you haven't been to Game Changers, let me tell you a little bit about Game Changers. They have the best food, seafood around. I mean, you had the wings. You had the wings, did you?
Great. Wings were great.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were solid. And I'm kind of a wing connoisseur.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get wings everywhere I go, and these were solid.
But I look at Game Changers, when they say Game Changers, they got games on every screen in this place. There must be 40 screens in this place.
Yeah, it's great.
Located 39.
Great.
That's good. That must be an Eagle fan out there. But what a great place to come check out sports. But you can check us out every Tuesday night. We also want to thank Auto Team Delaware for their sponsorship, and of course Auto Team Delaware, Auto Team Cadillac, Subaru, Kia.
Solid guys down there, man. Real solid. Great service facility. Everybody's great.
Right there on Union Street. Everything's right there on Union
Pennsylvania Avenue is where Subaru located is. Cadillac's been there 100 years. 100 years. Solid,
wow.
man. Those guys are solid, man. They're the real deal.
Yeah, we want to thank them so much for letting us, being a part of our show right here, our Cowboy show.
That's right. It's all about the Cowboys.
SportsFanz.
No, I got him set up.
SportsFanz.
I got April over here going to come up and hit him every time he mentions Cowboys as we're trying to run through the rest of the NFL. So, real quick, let's hit on some more scores that happened this past weekend.
Okay, we got Cleveland and Washington. Washington put up 31 points.
Is either one of those teams even considered for anything?
You know what? You know, it's tough. I think Cleveland got a couple playmakers over there, but I think overall the team, you know, it's just they got a lot of rebuilding to do. I think
Pryor is an up-and-coming wide receiver.
Yeah. Well, it's funny.
Cleveland got cheated that game. Yeah. They recovered that fumble, and that would have changed the whole game. Let me tell you something. I want to tell you something about the Redskins. The Redskins' offense is okay, but I'm not sure about Cousins, and their defense is no good.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
He spoke and he didn't say Cowboy one time, so which is good.
Denver 27, Tampa Bay 7. I know there's a Tampa Bay fan somewhere out there. Right here. There he is.
Tampa Bay.
Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay.
And so Denver put up 27. Now Denver gave up 7 points, and so you know that sounds like the Denver of old. So I think they should be okay. I mean, Denver's got a real solid team, solid defense.
Well, their defense carried them all the way to the Super Bowl last year. I mean, I believe Price could have quarterbacked that team last year and taken them to the Super Bowl.
Could have did it.
I mean, with their 2 wide receivers, I could have led them to the Super Bowl.
Hey, I tell you what about LA and Arizona? Now, LA, moving that team back to LA has done a lot, right?
Oh, I'm telling you, they bet, what are they, 3-1 right now coming out
of the first place? The Rams are in first place. LA Rams, first place.
Yeah, and then now Seattle's got something to look at. You know, Seattle's got a strong team, and the Rams beat them the first game out that they met. Yeah, so
they
the Rams,
should be okay.
Yeah.
And then that high-powered offense, and this is a high-scoring game. New Orleans and San Diego, 35-34. New Orleans squeaked out a win.
I couldn't believe. I just San Diego has the worst luck of any team I've ever seen.
They really do.
No, I've never seen anything like it. I mean, it's year after year they keep having these stupid things happen. I mean, 2 fumbles yesterday at the end of the game cost them the ball game.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
You could have just punted the ball each time, get it first down, and you punt it away, and you'd been better shape.
Yeah.
You know, just 2 fumbles.
Now I know we talked about. I know. Rev want to hear this. The Dallas Cowboys put up 24 points.
How about them Cowboys?
And against San Francisco, 24-17.
Now came back from 14 down to start the game.
Came back from 14 down.
Let me tell you something about this.
Yeah, here we go. His boys.
The Dak attack is real. They're down 14.
The Dak attack. It's the
on the road, and it's the Dak attack.
Okay.
With the double E hitting you.
All the way.
There you go.
And that's pretty solid. I mean, the Cowboys are going to be solid. Again, I always question what they're going to do when Romo get back, but we talked about that earlier. How about Pittsburgh? Pittsburgh put up 43 points after the loss.
After the embarrassment that the Eagles
After
put
the embarrassment. So that to me speaks to a well-coached, a well-disciplined team to come back and shows a lot of heart and put up 43 points against that Andy Reid team in Kansas City.
Well, let me tell you something. When Bell came back, Bell is one of the best running backs in football, and he adds a whole different dimension to their offense, and they're going to be a tough team throughout this season.
3 points against the Eagles.
Yeah.
3 points against the Eagles.
No Bell. Bell wasn't there.
That just shows you. I kept saying, is it the Eagle defense or did the offense of the Pittsburgh Steelers just not show up? So
every once in a while you just have one of those games where everything goes wrong. That's just one of those games. Believe me, the Eagles are no good.
So we're gonna get off this. And see, and I'm glad they said that. You know, I don't dislike the Eagles, but I have a problem with the Eagles fans overall altogether.
Well, let me explain why.
Wait, let me tell you.
Hold on,
Let me go first. Let me go first.
I'm gonna duck down.
Let me go first. Because let me tell you the truth. Because growing up in Michigan, we had a statue of Joe Louis. It was great. It was like you see Joe Louis statue, and I've seen statues. I think Chicago got Michael Jordan. Yeah, they got Michael Jordan. And then you know what's funny? I said, who's the Eagles got? And they got Rocky Balboa, man. And I said.
They got a fantasy character for their fantasy fans. Pretenders.
All right, well we're gonna move on to the NFL here because we got a lot more in this show to talk about. Yeah, and but it's Eagles are back after the bye coming in this week. Who are they playing this week?
Well, they play my team. They play Detroit, and I'm going to go off on a limb and say Detroit's going to upset the Eagles 24-17.
24-17.
I'm going to tell you, that's not an upset. The Lions are a much better team than the Eagles. They should win that game. But then again, they are the Lions.
Yeah, okay. Well, so if the Eagles could go easily be 4-0?
I mean, it's possible.
4-0? No, you're going to tell me
that means they only got 2 more wins in the whole season.
You know, I say that, but I will say the defense for the Eagles is playing great. And I will say that overall that team is real solid, and they have surprised me. So the Eagles are a very good team. But I just think going into Detroit, I think that coach's job is on the line. I think they find a way to win that game. I'm just going with Detroit.
Okay, yeah, you're a Detroit fan. You should go with Detroit. But a lot of Eagle fans. Is the Eagles going to pull it off against Detroit? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. All right, but the Eagles. Yeah.
That's all they want. They don't want a Super Bowl. They just want to have their time.
That's because they have never won the Super Bowl, so they don't know what it feels like to win a Super Bowl. So they just want to have a couple wins here and there. That's how they like it.
That's where they're at right now.
Our director is looking at you like you are. None of this is making.
I'm here to tell you the truth. That's what I'm here for, to tell you the truth.
Yeah. So we're gonna move on a little bit. We're gonna bring.
Yeah. Well, we got to talk some college. We got to talk some high school. But before we take our next break, let's get away from the NFL just a little bit, because here quite a few years ago, Delaware University of Delaware stopped doing wrestling. Yeah. They canceled the wrestling out over there, and there's a lot of things going on right now, and a lot of people wanting them to bring wrestling back to the University of Delaware. What do you guys think of wrestling out there? Anything? Oh, no.
That's why it's not there anymore.
I mean, that's why it's not there. But what a fantastic sport that is. I mean, for kids, teaches a lot of discipline. I tell kids all the time, if you want to learn anything, learn wrestling. I mean, it teaches a lot of discipline, takes you to how to defend yourself, and the whole work. So it's very good.
I think it's a good discipline game, a good discipline sport.
Does it belong at the University of Delaware?
Yep. I think they're bringing it back.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're bringing it back.
Okay, well, you heard it from you. too.
Oh, and they're bringing it back. I'm going off on a limb and said University of Delaware will bring wrestling back. Now, talking about them, they got a solid football team. They dropped one against Wake Forest, 38-21 last week.
Wake Forest?
Yeah.
Wake Forest is a solid program. Yeah. And University of Delaware has a good program, but it's not on Wake Forest level, that's all.
Yeah, I mean, they had a good showing.
Different division, is it not?
Yeah, Wake Forest is a strong division.
Yeah. So you got to step on up and beat the big boys. But how are they looking for the year?
I think they got a record of 2-1 as of last week, so I think they're doing okay.
Yeah, and then you got we don't want to forget about, if we're going to talk to University of Delaware State.
Oh, man, they got basketball numbers put up on them.
Yeah, but they played a team from the SEC. Yeah, that's a tough schedule they have. Yeah, let me tell you something. Their program is on the rise.
Yeah, they gave up, I think, 79 points. They gave up 30 points in the first quarter, 28 in the second quarter. I mean, they took some time off. They only gave up 7 in the fourth quarter, so they improved during the course of the game.
The other guys went to the bench. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, they played Missouri, and you know, it is a tough. I mean, that's a tough game, and that's one of them pay-to-play games or something, but.
Yeah, but we got a lot more we're going to talk about. We're also got some guests that we're going to bring up and everything else. We're going to take another quick break when we come back. I believe Tatnall Sports.
Yeah, we're going to bring up our head coach Jody Russell. We're going to bring him over from Tatnall. They solid program this year. I think I kind of did some research on those guys over the last 10, 15 years. I think this year is probably they starting off real strong. They beat a rivalry this year. Real solid team. I'm excited to talk to that coaching staff. I think they're heading in the right direction, so I'm excited.
Yeah, we're going to do that when we come back. But let me remind you, we're Game Changers every Tuesday from 6:30 till 7:30 doing this live, and we'd love to have you come down here and join us. Got some great specials going on each and every week for our Game Changers, you know, and the food is just superb. Trust me, they got some of the best crabs. If you like hard shell crabs, blue crabs, they've got them here year round. You come up here and you get them. I mean, the shrimp, I had the shrimp one day, and it was, I like this. So they keep telling me quit talking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to,
I want you to come down here every Tuesday at Game Changers and talk about your team. Represent your team.
SportsFanz.
There you go, SportsFanz. Right here every Tuesday. I want to thank Auto Team of Delaware. We'll be right back. Stay with us, SportsFanz.
Why buy from Kia of Wilmington? Take advantage of both the highest-ranked quality Kia vehicles and amazing savings in-store and online at kiaofwilmington.com. Plus, save $3,000 on a new 2016 Kia Optima. Or save $3,000 on a new 2016 Kia Forte during Kia's 2016 model year-end clearance sale. Visit kiaofwilmington.com or stop by today. Just off Exit 7 I-95 Wilmington, convenient to Newark and Pennsylvania.
Game Changers, located on Route 40 in Newark and Elizabeth Plaza, is one of the only crab houses in the area. Now with a brand new patio for outside dining for many seafood dishes, featuring the best crab cakes in town, to shrimp, clams, oysters, crabs, you name it. Happy hours from 11 to 6 with a $5 menu. And you can get $1 colossal shrimp, $1 fried oysters, and all-you-can-eat crabs all day, every day. Plus, Bud and Corona Lake draft specials all day long. Game Changers, come down and see us.
SportsFanz, we back.
Yeah, welcome back. Thank you. Right here, we're coming to you from Game Changers on Route 40. Going to do it every Tuesday. Want to be sure you guys come down and join us. I'm excited because when I did this years ago for radio, and I always covered high school football in the state of Delaware. And I am just so excited that we're bringing something back and getting you guys some exposure. Tatnall High School. Congratulations, I guess. How long together now, guys?
This is our 14th year together as a staff, actually.
Yeah, when you're talking about that, you're talking about being together that long. You're putting together some teams now.
Oh, that's it. I mean, you get ups and downs and everything, but it's just the camaraderie and everything from year to year to year. Yeah. And this year's going to be a good one.
Yeah, it looks like it. You guys out of the gate 3-1. I know that you have some questions.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, you guys just coming off a win versus Tower Hill. I believe that's one of your rival teams. I mean, how does the guys feel about winning the game? Matter of fact, that was a night game Is that the first ever night game in school history? I mean, that's pretty solid.
Yeah, I mean, it's a special thing. It was special for our school community. It was special for you know, all our players. We talked to them about, you know, how do you want to be remembered? You know, as the first group to ever play a game at Tatnall. It was, you know, it was really special playing a night game.
That's got to be real solid. I mean, a night game under the lights and all that. I mean, as a kid, I can imagine a high school kid playing under the lights, man. That's just got to be the level just of excitement. How was it hard to contain the players? Was there some nerves going out there? I mean, how about you guys in general? Was a lot of, you know, a lot of fans? What happened? What was it? What was it like?
I mean, the fans showed up. We had, you know, we probably had 1,000 people there, which is a lot for us.
Oh, yeah. When you talk about Delaware football, that's getting a lot of people.
Yeah, that's solid. Yeah. That's solid.
And, you know, to turn around and watch, once the kids started celebrating after the win, you know, to turn around and watch, you know, the masses of people come down off the hill, man, it was incredible.
Yeah, when you talk about that, because we were talking before we came back on the air here, you know, and I remember lights not being a factor in the state of Delaware. There was no night games for high school football. I couldn't believe that when I moved to this area. Everything was played on Saturday, you know, mornings or Friday afternoon, something like that. But, you know, and then, of course, Caravel built a stadium down there, put lights, and so now are a lot of the games being played at night now, or is it kind of a mix-up? Or?
Well, I mean, I grew up, my background is I'm from Newark High School, so I played all my home games on Friday nights.
Yeah.
It was just kind of what I was used to, and then after I graduated from University of Delaware, I came back to Tatnall, and it was a little different playing on Saturdays, without a doubt. Definitely a different feel.
Yeah, but you guys put together a great football program over there that's going real well. How did you finish last year? How did you make out last year?
6-4. Yeah, we've been 6-4. We kind of this group of players that we have right now, a lot of them played as freshmen, and now they're seniors. So they've gone from 3-7 to 5-5 to 6-4 last year, and now they're at 15 seniors.
Yeah, well that's what it is, molding the team. And when you got a coaching staff that's been together as long as you guys have, and getting that freshman class and moving them on through and getting, you know, and learning the game. I mean, because I'm sure you guys have your own little, who's the offensive coordinator? Is it
I am, yes.
Yeah. And the offense doing good? Is it?
Yeah, we're doing well. We're just trying to have a good mix of some too-tight stuff and a little bit of elements of spread. Really whatever it takes in that given week, and we work well together doing that. We've all had a chance to have background on offense and defense. Mm-hmm. And really it's about us working together and making that happen. But so far, we're doing really well. But that defense is really leading us right now. And it's going
well. Defense wins championships.
That's it. So that's Basil Greenwood, the offensive coordinator, and Anthony Wright, defensive coordinator. And so you guys, you know, off to a 3-1 start. Only loss coming to Hartford Tech, 47-41. Now you had 7 turnovers in that game. Now come on, man. You know, you guys should be 4-0 right now. You lost by 6 points. You know,
even with the turnovers, I think that's what it was we moved the ball well.
Yeah.
But I think that valuable lesson we learned is you can't give it away.
Yeah.
You got to protect it, and you have to make sure you're cognizant of taking care of the ball.
Yeah.
And we learned, I think, a valuable lesson of how we have to play well and make sure we limit mistakes.
Yeah.
So that was one of the big things we wanted to do moving forward.
Solid.
To turn that into a positive, and we have in the last 2
Solid.
weeks. Absolutely.
You have, absolutely. And that's one of the questions I want to ask. How did you correct those mistakes leading into the next game against Archmere?
Go ahead.
Well, defensively, we just moved some people around, and we became more aggressive. So once we became more aggressive on defense, I mean, it kind of took them off because I don't think they're used to us being aggressive as we were, and that kind of threw them off.
And I think with that, too, we talked about the complementary football.
Mm-hmm.
You know, how when you turn the ball over and you put the defense back on the field, our defense was tired. They were out there a lot. I think we played 80 snaps on defense and only 37 snaps on offense. And we need to play together, and we talked about making sure that we protected the ball so that the defense wasn't on the field all the time. And when that happened and we protected and we realized playing together as a unit, offense, defense, and special teams, because 2 of those turnovers were on special teams too. So.
Okay, 2 of the turnovers came off special teams.
Now, Coach, I got to, you know, just throw something in there. You know, after 14 years, you got to be excited to see some of these kids. I'm sure you've had kids go on and move on up and go into the college area and all that, and watch them develop. And you know, and you guys are molding them. I mean, you guys are molding them. You have to be excited about that.
Absolutely. I mean, that's one of the most rewarding things about being a coach is being able to mold young men, and then not only that, see them go forward and be great individuals.
Yeah, and it's not just about playing football. I mean, when it comes to it, I mean, I tell people all the time, get into a sport, get into an activity, and learn discipline. I mean, that's what you guys pretty much teach all the way through it.
Absolutely. And I mean, you know, we've coached as many lawyers and doctors and everything else as we have NFL players.
That's right.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So,
and that's
great.
That's got to be the most rewarding thing out of it, because you're the. I mean, you guys are the starting place. I mean, they got, you know, a little bit of start in pee-wee football, I guess they have, or whatever. But to come up in high school is when you're molding them into young men. I mean, and send them off into the world. I mean, you got a lot of them coming back to you after 14 years. I mean.
You know, Friday night against Tower Hill was great. I mean, we had probably 50 or more past players that came back for that first night game that were here, you know, giving us hugs after the game, coming up, just so excited still to be around the program.
Yeah, that's got to be the most rewarding thing. I was thinking, as a high school football coach, I would love to have that and have all those kids. I was watching a teacher retire not too long ago that knows everybody, been, you know, 50 years teaching school. And everywhere he goes, people, hey, coach, hey, so, you know, that's got to be real rewarding as time goes on to have that. But 14 years, that's a long time as a staff being together.
Yeah,
is that unusual in the state of Delaware? Or?
I don't know if it's unusual as much as it makes you a better staff. You know, there's obviously staffs that have 3 guys that have been together for 15 years. But the continuity really helps from year to year and all the stuff. Because, I mean, coaching football is not just about, you know, August to November.
Yeah.
It's also much more than that. I mean, we pretty much go year round.
Yeah.
Well, you got to teach classes too, dude.
Oh, that too. Yeah. I do have a real job.
That's what people don't understand. You guys have to do your real job and then give back to the coach and everything, which is the gratifying thing of your careers. Like, all of you teaching then, or?
Yes.
2 of us.
Yeah.
We got a personal trainer.
Personal trainer, that works. That helps out and everything. So you got a couple more questions?
Oh, yeah. So one of the things I want, you know, I mean, I know you had some guys that made it far, you know, from the program. And one guy stands out. I think you said the guy came back on the last game that you just had, plays for those Green Bay Packers. Now, I'm not a cheesehead, so I am not a fan of Green Bay. But this guy came out of your program, Justin Perello. Guys like this. Now, when you seen this guy, did you think he was special? I mean, you get the opportunity to coach a guy like that. When you see a kid like that come through the program, did you know right away, like, hey, we have something here. This guy looks like he can take it all the way?
Yeah, he definitely has a flash. And like I told you off camera earlier, it actually looked like he was going to be a better basketball player than he was a football player.
Wow.
And, you know, Coach Wright's the basketball coach, so you know, he could speak to what he saw there.
Well, he won like 3 Final Fours.
Wow.
He was the player of the year last year in basketball.
Wow.
He got recruited when we played a team in Philly, and the team came to see him, a football team. He had like 25 points, 35 rebounds, and they offered him his scholarship right there.
Right there on the spot.
In the basketball game.
Oh, wow, that's incredible. That's incredible.
And that's the crazy thing. We always reach out to kids and talk to them about, you know, playing more than one sport.
Yeah.
You know, because we're here as football coaches, but at the same time, like, we're just telling you about our guy that's in the NFL that plays for the Packers, but he was recruited as a basketball player, you know, because they saw him move and bang against a 6'10" kid and grab, you know, 30 boards or whatever he did.
That's crazy, man. 35 rebounds.
Yeah,
that's incredible. That's incredible.
That kid just won the national championship.
Yeah. He played for Nova.
He played for Nova.
They're telling me we're going to take a quick break, and also we're going to take a quick break with Tatnall High School. I guess you guys, how many games in the season now?
Still 10. So we still got a pretty long road. I mean, we still got 6 games left. And
well, we hope to have you guys come back and join us again. Bring some of the players up.
Oh, yeah.
Especially, you know, if you're going to send them off to the NFL, we want to move to go there.
Yeah, like, you know, that solid running back you guys got over there. What's his name? Sam Ragland. That's a tough kid, right? I've seen that kid, man. He's special, man. That kid looks like he has something. So I think he's pretty solid.
Yeah, he's shifty as can be, and is you know, he's tough and runs hard and is everything that you could want in a player.
Yeah, but you got a guy's quarterback over there as well. So you guys got some talent. So
well, a lot of talent on the team. This is Tatnall High School, folks. Give it up for these guys. This is Sports Fans. We're going to take a quick break. Be right back. Right after this. Sports Fans.
Why buy from Kia of Wilmington? Take advantage of both the highest ranked quality Kia vehicles and amazing savings in-store and online at kiaofwilmington.com. Plus, save $3,000 on a new 2016 Kia Optima. Or save $3,000 on a new 2016 Kia Forte during Kia's 2016 model year-end clearance sale. Visit kiaofwilmington.com or stop by today. Just off Exit 7 I-95 Wilmington, convenient to Newark and Pennsylvania.
Game Changers, located on Route 40 in Newark and Elizabeth Plaza, is one of the only crab houses in the area. Now with a brand new patio for outside dining for many seafood dishes, featuring the best crab cakes in town, to shrimp, clams, oysters, crabs, you name it. Happy hours from 11 to 6 with a $5 menu. And you can get $1 colossal shrimp, $1 fried oysters, and all-you-can-eat crabs all day, every day. Plus, Bud and Corona Lake draft specials all day long. Game Changers, come down and see us.
SportsFanz! Yeah, all right. Welcome back here once again. We're Game Changers on Route 40. We're going to be here every Tuesday night. You want to be sure and join us down here throughout the NFL season and beyond, because this is SportsFanz, and we're going to talk about anything and everything, including basketball. Since we heard you were a basketball coach too, we'll get you back here when it comes time. You got a basketball team this year?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very young. Everybody's back.
Yeah. Yeah, so you got good football. You guys going to take state in the football, basketball, the whole works this year then, right?
Absolutely. That's the goal.
Well, before he starts drilling you again there, Coach, I want to get in Newark. Was that you play ball there?
Yep. I played for Butch Simpson.
Oh yeah, good Butch. Now he came on my show back in 1989. That's how long Butch's been around. So he was at Newark back then. He was there quite some time.
Oh yeah, he was I don't know, 42 years I think, something like that.
Yeah, is he still around?
He moved to Florida. He still has a residence in Newark, but most of the time he spends it in much warmer weather.
Yeah, I don't blame him. But he was a great coach. And Newark always had a pretty good football team under him. And,
absolutely. I mean, you look at why you do what you do. He's definitely a huge part of why I do what I do. I had great coaches all growing up, and he's definitely a huge mentor for me. Obviously, my profession now.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to come back to. You're a good example of what I was talking about earlier, and just getting young men to go the right way in life. I mean, and today, there's so many ways and paths to go down. I mean, if they're involved with athletics of any type, it's going to help them tremendously. There's no doubt about it. I mean, just getting the proper guidance and becoming, I guess, a lot of you guys become like father figures to some of these kids, and taking them on and helping them through life itself. So, and you talk about kids coming back after 14 years and seeing you there.
It's always special when a kid comes back, because that means what he did when he was in high school really meant something to him.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's talk Tattnall football again, because you guys now. I guess now there's two flights in football here in the state of Delaware. Am I correct?
Yep, we're in Division II in the state of Delaware, which is the smaller schools.
Right, and then you guys. So who would be your main rivalries as far as
our conference teams? Tower Hill, Wilmington Friends, St. Andrews, and then. We've had a recent pretty good rivalry with Archmere.
Archmere, okay, yeah, all right. That throws it in there right together. I know he's got some drilling questions.
Oh no,
he writes them all down.
Well, no, yes. I'll write them down, Coach. I'll write them down, because I want to know. I want you to speak to the heart of this, and I'm gonna leave this question for you, Coach. Let me ask you, what's the toughest thing about your job as a coach? Or the hardest thing to deal with a player, or just the season altogether? What's the toughest thing?
Well, the hardest thing I think is the balance between your family and the time you put in coaching, because it requires a lot of time. And I know when you got family, I mean, it's hard to be there and then be at the football field or basketball. I mean, it's a hard balance.
Hard to find that.
Yes, that balance, because you want to give everybody your all and you don't want to neglect no one. But I think that's the hardest part.
And the last thing you want to do is neglect your own family.
Absolutely, you got to remember that.
Yeah, and I guess you have some little ones there.
No.
No, so you don't have to worry.
I got all the little ones.
They got the little
He's
ones.
speaking for his experience.
Yes, I can, all those conversations of I gotta go pick him up and go pick her up. It's all the time. It's like, that would be tough. It's tough for me without that. I understand.
That's great. This team. All right. So I'm gonna leave this for you. This team looks solid. I mean, so what are the expectations? Okay, for this year.
No, well, I think coming off of 6-4 last season, we missed a chance at the playoffs by 1 game.
Okay.
And I think with this senior group, like Coach said, started at 3-7, 5-5, 6-4.
Yeah.
The first thing is taking it to the next level and improving every year. And for this group to improve their record every year would be a big thing. And in us doing that, 7-3, 8-2, 9-1, which we're looking at, would give us also a chance to go to the playoffs, which is something that we haven't done in Tappan since 1981.
Oh.
So that's definitely something that they do, but I think we welcome the expectations, and I think this group with the 15 seniors really helps that trickle down all the way. So definitely thinking improving every year would be something for that senior class.
Nice.
And for this particular team, we think we can make the playoffs, and that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, and when you talk about going into the playoffs and everything else, it made me start thinking, with the high school sports, especially today, the money issue comes into play. I mean, we talking about fields and stuff here earlier. I mean, you guys don't get paid to play. I mean, like college and stuff like that for TV time and all that. So the money, I guess, comes from the alumni or the school, or how does that work?
Yeah, the school chips in, and we've got a really active booster club, the Black and Gold Club, that helps out with a lot of stuff that we need. That goes above and beyond the normal budget of the school. I mean, I think the playoffs kind of it lengthens your season. So all these kids that are freshmen and sophomores get an extra week, an extra 2 weeks, maybe even extra 3 weeks of football that everybody else in the state isn't taking part in.
Right, and that's what brought me up to cost, because now all of a sudden that has to be paid for. And when you're going into playoffs, it's unexpected money that has to be laid out, because you got to get these kids to and from games and so forth and so on.
That's all right. We'll welcome that.
Yeah.
If we got to pay for it, I'll pay for it.
Coach said he'd pay for it himself. But it has become an issue over the last few years of a lot of schools cutting back on athletics, and which is very important to me as far as kids growing up today. I think it's the biggest part of what they can get involved with to help them, like I said earlier, discipline and just get in the right direction in life. I mean, you see so many of them going down a wrong path. It just gets them in the right direction in life. It's one thing I just want to shout out to the school board and all that to keep that money flowing for you guys, to be sure that that doesn't stop. But going in playoffs, what do you guys go, buses, or how do you travel?
Yeah, we travel on buses. Some people say we're on helicopters at Tattenham, but it's still yellow school buses.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's not cheap to get in that school, so maybe that's why they're saying you ride helicopters.
Absolutely.
Hey, what do you want your legacy to be as a coaching staff? I mean, what is the impact that you guys want to leave on these kids?
Life, that they understand that life's more than a sport. Life's about family. Life's about being successful, and preparing them to go to college and be young men and be successful and finish and start their careers. Because sport is just a game, but life's for real. That's one of the things we want.
Solid. Well said. Solid, man. All right, you guys got Christiana coming up. How you ready for this team?
Well, Christiana's got a lot of athleticism. They are a team that we are coming off 2 big wins in a row. So they're a team that you worry about from the standpoint of, can our kids have the focus that they've had in the last 2 weeks against them? You try to avoid the letdown week at all, much less, the next week. So
but there again, got Christiana, and you got a lot more schedule ahead of you. You got 6 more games to play, 7 more games to play, 8 more games to play. I'm going on into the playoffs.
I like what you're thinking. I'm with you.
And a lot of luck to you guys. I'm going to be rooting for you. I hope you'll come back when you're in the playoffs and chit-chat with us and tell us how it feels to be in the playoffs, because it's been since 1981.
1981.
Oh, man, that'd be a big stretch and everything. They're telling me we've got to take another quick break and everything, so we're going to let you guys get on out of here. I know you're getting ready to order some food. Have you eaten here yet? yet?
Yes.
Yeah,
delicious. It's a game changer.
Yeah. Game changer. Big hands. Once again, Tatnall High School football. Give them a big hand. Stay with us. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back right after this one. Game changers.
Pleasure, bro.
Why buy from Kia of Wilmington? Take advantage of both the highest ranked quality Kia vehicles and amazing savings in-store and online at kiaofwilmington.com. Plus, save $3,000 on a new 2016 Kia Optima. Or save $3,000 on a new 2016 Kia Forte during Kia's 2016 model year-end clearance sale. Visit kiaofwilmington.com or stop by today. Just off Exit 7 I-95 Wilmington, convenient to Newark and Pennsylvania.
Game Changers, located on Route 40 in Newark and Elizabeth Plaza, is one of the only crab houses in the area. Now with a brand new patio for outside dining for many seafood dishes, featuring the best crab cakes in town, to shrimp, clams, oysters, crabs, you name it. Happy hours from 11 to 6 with a $5 menu. And you can get $1 colossal shrimp, $1 fried oysters, and all-you-can-eat crabs all day, every day. Plus, Bud and Corona Lake draft specials all day long. Game Changers, come down and see us.
SportsFanz! Let's go! Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. Welcome back here. We're live once again each and every Tuesday. You want to join us at 6:30 here at Game Changers on Route 40. Great food, great drink, just good friendships, a lot of fun. A lot of sports fans in the house this week, but we're going to challenge everybody to come out and join us each and every week. If you like the Bears, if you like the Detroit, whoever you like, come out and represent your team. And I love the way they got the decorations, everything here. All the tables got Eagles. I'm sitting here with Penn State, and you are with
Baltimore Ravens.
Baltimore Ravens. We got different tables for different seats and all that. We also want to thank Auto Team of Delaware the unique auto experience. That's for sure. Yeah, they do a great job for us.
Special thanks out to Auto Team for Delaware Subaru. This show brought to you by Delaware Subaru as well.
Oh, yeah.
So special thanks to Delaware
April's
Subaru.
in the house.
April, the manager. Go see her. I think she says she's giving away something free, not quite a Subaru, but something free. If you go down and see it.
Well, we got coffee mugs, we got blankets, we got a lot of different things. We're going to start giving away each and every week things right here. We'll come up with some ideas to do that. In fact, we can give away a blanket right now. If somebody can come up and tell me, the first person to come up and tell us who beat the New York Giants on Monday night, we'll give them a blanket. How's that?
Easy. Who wants a blanket?
Yeah, who wants a blanket? That's what it comes to. All you have to do is come up and tell us who beat the New York Giants on Monday night.
Minnesota Vikings.
Wait, you don't give an answer. The Dallas Cowboys. No, real quick. Somebody.
Not you, Rev. Not you, Rev. You don't get the blanket.
I don't get the blanket.
You get the blanket.
There you go. Here we go. We'll come up with something else here in just a couple minutes. I also want to thank Tatnall High School for coming over. The coaches there. A lot of luck to them in the playoffs. Tatnall's still in the house. We want to welcome them back again once they get to the playoffs.
That's a nice blanket.
There you go.
Hey.
Philadelphia Eagle, right?
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
You need a blanket.
Yeah.
You need a blanket.
Yeah.
With that ugly Eagle.
You notice what color? You notice what color that is, don't you? Yeah, good true blue.
We're going to cover them with it.
You need to cover that ugly Philadelphia Eagles shirt.
I was going to say that's an old-timey Philadelphia Eagles shirt there.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah, Wentz on the back end of it. I thought that was the old one. Yeah, good job. Thank you so much. Yeah, but it's right here every Tuesday night. You want to join us down here? We're going to be airing this on Channel 190 a couple times a week. We're going to also take it out to 4 million or 3 million plus homes on Channel 4. I think we're going to negotiate and we're working out a contract sometime Saturday night. So we'll work on that. We'll let you know what that's going to be. But we're going to get this first show in the can here. But we got some upcoming games coming up this week that are exciting.
Oh yeah.
We got you kept on pushing this St. Louis. What is this?
Yeah. I mean, I talked a little bit about St. Louis, but
Does St. Louis still have a team?
Yeah, they're not St. Louis. They're LA. So they are LA. So LA, and they play the Bills this week. They play the Bills this week and upcoming. So I don't know. I got the Rams winning that game. I don't know. I picked the Rams. I just think they're on fire right now. I think the momentum's there. Who do you think, Ref?
Rams and Buffalo. I'm going with the Bills on that one.
Okay.
Take the Bills by 10.
Okay.
Bills by 10. Boy, he's stepping up there.
We got the Chargers and the Raiders. What you think? What you think of that? I got to go out there. I think the Chargers, you just can't guess what's going on with them. I think the Raiders is okay. I think the Raiders going to take that game.
I give it to the Chargers. Been playing some excellent football. They really have. I mean, they just keep getting these stupid, unlucky breaks. I mean, it's unbelievable the things that's happened to them. So I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna go with the Chargers on that one.
Well, the breaks are going to continue. Take the Raiders by 3.
Raiders by 3.
We got the Packers and we got the Giants going. I feel like
Packers.
I hate to say this, but I got to give it to Green Bay because I just don't like cheeseheads. I just can't stand them. But I got to give it to them. And then your team, Cowboys and the Bengals.
Well, you already know Dallas going to win that game.
Yeah, we ain't even going to argue.
Dallas by 14. Dallas by 14.
I take the Bengals in that game. I think Cincinnati got a solid team all the way around. I think they upset.
Who's the quarterback for Cincinnati now?
I think they go in there.
Who's the quarterback for Cincinnati?
Andy Dalton.
I think Dalton is pretty accurate.
Oh boy, I'm telling you, got a lot of things going. We're going to be wrapping things up, but I want to once again, give me who's Detroit playing?
Oh man, so we got those Eagles. Hey, I got one for you.
Yeah.
Run, Eagles, run.
I'm taking the Lions by 10 in that game. I think Eagles will win 3 more games.
I think Detroit just Detroit lights that game up. I think the coaches. I think his job is on the line. I take Detroit winning at 24-17. You heard it here at Sports.
Oh yeah, he's all here at Sports Fans every Tuesday night right here at Game Changers on Route 40. Once again, thank you so much, Auto Team Delaware, for all your sponsorships that you're doing. Subaru this week. Want to thank April once again. Go by and say hi to her at the Subaru house over on, is that on Union or Pennsylvania?
Right on Pennsylvania Avenue, 1717 Pennsylvania Avenue.
Subaru dealership, one of the best service areas and thing. Want to thank my good friend Mr. Price over here and also Dorian for joining us, and we're going to be here each and every week. Want to thank once again Tatnall High School, and we're going to have special guests each and every week, some NFL stars, everybody coming, and you're saying wrap it up. It's time for us to get out of here. Until next time, hey, Sports Fans!
Wrap it up.
Why buy from Kia of Wilmington? Take advantage of both the highest-ranked quality Kia vehicles and amazing savings in-store and online at KiaofWilmington.com. Plus, save $3,000 on a new 2016 Kia Optima. Or save $3,000 on a new 2016 Kia Forte during Kia's 2016 model year-end clearance sale. Visit KiaofWilmington.com or stop by today. Just off Exit 7 I-95 Wilmington, convenient to Newark and Pennsylvania.
Game Changers, located on Route 40 in Newark and Elizabeth Plaza, is one of the only crab houses in the area. Now with a brand new patio for outside dining for many seafood dishes, featuring the best crab cakes in town, to shrimp, clams, oysters, crabs, you name it. Happy hours from 11 to 6 with a $5 menu. And you can get $1 colossal shrimp, $1 fried oysters, and all-you-can-eat crabs all day, every day. Plus, Bud and Corona Lake draft specials all day long. Game Changers, come down and see us.
After 26 years, Jokes Are Wild is still Delaware's premier costume store, and it's open year-round. So this Halloween, don't go to one of those impersonal cookie-cutter seasonal outlets. Let the experts at Jokes Are Wild help you. Plus sizes, kids, adults, and even licensed specialty costumes, Jokes Are Wild is your one-stop shop for decorations, costumes, accessories, and even a Hollywood-style makeup center. That's Route 13 and the 40 split, the only address you need this Halloween. Jokes Are Wild.